right, everyone, and welcome to Blazing Pedals here tonight as we get ready to go for round number 6 at the Indy Road Course, the Blazing Pedals ARCA Series, 6th round of the year. Edstrom right now fastest in practice here tonight before we go into qualifying and all the things that we'll go into in a moment. Let's take a look at the point standings coming in to what would be tonight's race. As they roll right now, taking a look, Justin Levine on top of the board. Dalton there second on the chart. Taylor Butcher Benjamin moving to third here. Taking a look at Chris Carroll along with Chris Bragg back there in the top 6. Austin Edstrom, Mark Arthur moving forward. So Austin on fastest in practice, looking for a strong run here tonight to move that car forward even more in the point standings. You see the payouts here tonight, or the payouts for the season rather. Right now, Justin Levine in good shape coming into tonight. But that being said, there is Justin. He's just not turned a lap yet in the 5. So Levine is here tonight, just has not turned a lap yet in qualifying, or practice rather. So right now we continue this practice session here, rolling our way down into the corner once again. So right now, everybody working their way by at the moment, trying to figure out what they need to do to get these cars up to speed. We know the draft will be intense here tonight. Qualifying going to mean a lot here this evening as well. I truly believe that this round number 6, qualifying going to be huge. Again, pit stop window around lap 30 to 32 is what the Extreme Sim TV Ford was showing during practice here tonight. It might be a little bit different in the draft, of course, than what it was here in the practice, but we are ready. That lap was ran for reference on my own with no draft help from anybody to get a number for you guys. So here we go, qualifying. You got 10 minutes to get it sorted out. Cars will immediately begin to roll out. Taking a look right now, that is Dalton rolling out in the Webben machine, or the 41, excuse me. And then, of course, Daniel Rupke going to roll out also. Chris Carroll getting ready to roll. Gibson off in the Cheetos machine. So we're getting ready to see Mark Arthur going to roll out in the 12. Good to see Mark Arthur back with us also. Mark looking to have a good run here tonight. So Mark Arthur looking to have a heck of a run here. So Arthur going to roll through. And we'll see what Arthur can do. Rolling his way by. So there is Mark Arthur rolling that car around here. We'll see if Mark Arthur can pull something off tonight here, a little bit fancy here at Indianapolis as well. See what Mark can do. He'll roll down through the corner right now. Arthur, hear him lifting quite a bit there. Is Arthur here? So Mark down the back straightaway, taking a look right now. That's Nicholas Moody. Brian Zimmerman on track. Mitchell Snare, Brian Snare with us here tonight. Hunter down the front straightaway as well. So again, we continue to roll around right now. 7 minutes to go. Dalton top of the board. That's a 51.94 for Dalton at the moment. Dalton top of the charts at the current session moment. Snare down the back straightaway. Chris going to jump up into the 51.8 bracket. Good run for Chris here tonight. Happy to see him have a good run here. There's the 31 Pennzoil machine. Yellow on the roof of that race car. 7 minutes to go. Taking a look right now down through here. Ty, nice run for Ty to get that night started for him. Carroll right now top of the charts. Still in very good shape right now. 6 minutes to go. Taking a look rolling around here. That's going to be Dale Osmond. Osmond there in the Sun Drop machine. That's the 88 for Dale. Taking a look here, Taylor Butcher Benjamin. The Butcher back on track in the 10. Rolling through, looks to be turn 2 here. So Butcher trying to figure out what he needs. Working his second lap right now. Currently P4. Needs to pick up a couple of tenths to be eligible to get that car on the pole here. Needs a little bit more out of it than what he's currently got. 6 minutes to go, and Butcher out of turn 4. Well, he's going to abort. There we go, more cars. The 88 right here. Well, I think we're about to have the 5 on track as well here in a moment. There is Justin Levine, the Taco Bell machine. We'll see what your points leader can do here tonight. Didn't see him take a lap in practice. See if he can lay it down here in qualifying for us. With 5 minutes to go. Really aggressively wiggling that car back and forth. Really trying to find grip in those tires, get some heat in it. And I think that's exactly what Justin's going to do right now. Get some heat in that Taco Bell number 5. Nice work right now. All right, folks, we'll be right back. All right, ready to go once again here. It's Carroll, top of the board here in qualifying. And let's talk to Mr. Carroll. If we can. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? There's Gibson. He's not in the Discordia. That's unfortunate. Or the team speak, rather. He's not in there. But who do we have? Do we have Dalton, maybe? Looking to see. There we go.
User was moved to
Hey, Dalton. Matt in the booth. Got a copy, bud? I don't think Dalton is here. We'll try to grab him in just a moment.
User was moved out of your channel.
Benjamin top 4. And we'll see what we can do with Benjamin. So Taylor, Butcher, Benjamin right now in the top 4 here tonight. Along with Austin. Austin trying to skip away the points here. He already gained a little bit last week. And we will see if it can play to his advantage here yet again. So we shall see here. And you look through this field, you got a Kilroy, you got a Dees, you got Edstrom, you got Perkins, you got Zimmerman there. I think he's going to be good. But then you're going to have some guys, I think, going to have a little bit of trouble back here in the pack. You got Dustin Ping, hasn't turned a lap yet. Mike Messengale has not elected to turn a lap yet in qualifying, or I don't remember seeing him in practice. I could be wrong on that. Joey here, he's on track. I think Joey's electing to do what he can to figure as much out as possible. So now everybody to pit road here with 33 seconds remaining here. And it looks like Carroll going to grab the pole here for round number 6. Good for Carroll to start on the pole here tonight. Get that good track position rolling early. That is huge as this race wears on. I'm not exactly sure what this race is going to look like package-wise. I think they're going to get a big draft down the straightaway, but into that corner, that is going to be where, in my opinion, things get a bit dicey. The guys coming in with that big run that they're going to have, I think they're going to have to really jump out of that throttle to get that car woed up. And the field will begin getting ready here tonight. And ready to go. So again, what do we see here tonight? Cars down the front straightaway, the 41 of Dalton. Ready to roll. There's the 99 to his inside. And again, taking a look at Carroll, who will start there on the pole right now in that number 99 machine. Who else back here has a shot here tonight to go to victory lane in round number 6 right now? Well, we're going to find out in the coming moments. You see the 41.99 on the front row. Then you're going to have Brian D's not here. There is Nicholas Moody. There is Dylan Bragg back here. What about Mike Messengale? Hunter back here, way back here. Going to have to make up some ground. Bragg right along with them. What about Larry Bell? Alongside of him, you got Joey. You got Powell. And Brian Snare there also. Then the Taco Bell machine. That's your points leader. Justin Levine starting 18th here tonight. Starting alongside of him. Not loaded in quite yet is Dale Osmond. And now Dale's here. Hi, Dale. And alongside going to be Ripke Jr. and Cody Gibson right there. And then William Burton. Wheeler there alongside Mark Arthur, rolling off that 12th spot. And then Wheeler and Wilson right now ready to go here tonight. So field going to roll down, ready to roll. And green in the air. Ready to go here tonight. Ready to go. This ought to be good. Again, right now, ready to roll. Lights off on the face car. Ready to go tonight. Lap number 1 on the board. Down the back straightaway they come. Here tonight. Ready to go, and we'll go quick commercial break. We'll be right back as we get ready to go green. All right, green flag in the air, ready to roll. Dalton out front, leading the way into turn 1. Good run for Dalton. We'll let it settle in here. Dalton continuing to lead right now. Dalton out front. Nice work. Dalton continuing to lead the way out front. Nice job down the back. And again, right now, 1 lap on the board at the moment here at Indy. Right now, great work into turn 3. Nice job. Everybody going to hold it nice and steady. Nice work. Lap number 1 on the board. Now everybody trying to spread apart at the moment. 2 laps on the board this time by. Nice job for Dalton. Behind them 2 by 2. That is the 99 to 17 alongside of Dees. Down the back straight away we go. Nice job early on, trying to figure out what they need to do. There is that 99 machine rolling right in line. There is Edstrom. So again, 2 laps on the board. Nice job down the front. Straight away we go. And again, at the moment, everybody holding 3 laps of 96 on the board. The front of the field beginning to work itself out here. So again, what do is you work through here early on. There is the 1. There is Zim right there as well. Snare there also with them. 2 by 2 up front. Let's take a look. Who's going to get there? It is going to be Dees. Nice job. He'll use that draft to get to the inside. Dees will work that way around, that car around. Great job. Nice job. Why is it doing that? That is weird. Nice work right now. 3 on the board. So again, 4 complete of 96. What can you do here up front? 4 laps on the board. Taking a look here, Mark Arthur in the line. There's Cody back there also. At the front of the field right now, Brian Dees continuing to lead the charge with Dalton right behind him. Chris Carroll right there as well. Carroll, nice work. Austin there doing a wonderful job. D's continuing to lead. Now here comes out of line Carroll underneath. Carroll going to jump to the bottom. Great move for the race lead. Again, we've seen it twice now. That IndyCar style, jump out of line and move. What is going on? Trouble behind them, and we'll fix this real quick while we got a yellow. Stand by and we'll fix this really fast. Caution is out. All right, trouble behind them. Let's see where the yellow's at. All right, back here once again, rolling our way around right now. Here at Indy, right at the moment, Chris Carroll on top of the board, 7 laps in to this one here tonight. So Chris continuing to lead right now. Hunter, Mike Messigo, Brian Snare out of this one. Dustin Bean just off of pit road right now. Dalton there as well. Austin, Taylor, Butcher, Benjamin right in line. Chris Carroll along with Dalton Kilroy, Brian, Austin, Taylor, Ty rolling through right now. And again, there is Snare inside the top 9. Brad Lawson there also, but it's going to be Chris Cornell who is out front leading the charge here. Round number 6, Dalton right there. Nice job, Brian Dees right there as well with Austin Edstrom and Taylor Butcher Benjamin with Ty. So Carroll will bring them back to green once again. 8 laps on the board. Eight of 96. Kilroy. 8 of 96 complete. Nine on the board this time by. So coming down, 8 on the board. Carroll will have the restart here. Perkins there also. So it'll be Chris Carroll and Dalton Kilroy. Some of the guys up front ready to roll here tonight. There is the 99. So coming through, we will come to green right here. Ready to go, 9 laps on the board. So Carroll and Dalton, Brian, Austin, Chris out front. Coming to green, let's go. Coming to green this time by, let's go racing yet again. Here we go, coming to green, 9 laps on the board, let's go. There we go, green flag back in the air, back underway here, 9 complete of 96. Into turn 1, Larry Bale back there, here we go. Chris continuing to lead at the moment. Carroll continuing to dominate right now. Ty behind them, 3 wide right now. Hanging tight at the moment. Take a look at them spreading out down the back straightaway. On board out front with Chris. Benjamin gonna sling it down in there. 10 on the board this time by. Down, big run to the bottom. Nice job, big snake down the front straightaway. Nice job, 10 complete of 96. Right now, it's Carroll continuing to lead. Butcher, Benjamin, Lawson, Justin. Your points leader right there inside the top. Looks like 11 for Levine. Levine right there. Chris out front, continuing to lead. Ty, Taylor, Butcher, Benjamin, Brian Dees, Austin, John, Snare, Justin, Wheeler, Brad. So Carroll continuing to lead right now, out front, pulling away. So at the moment, 11 of 96 in the books. Right now with Chris out front. Here comes Dalton trying to roll through. Butcher, Benjamin. Down the back straightaway we go. Austin. John there as well. Single file. Single file right to the bottom. Nice work here tonight. Complete of 96 here, single file, now double file behind them. Trying to work it out here early, 1 yellow on the night so far. So again, so far so good. The 10 gonna work to the bottom. There is. There he goes, 2x2 right now. Oh, trouble, the 1. The 1 into the wall, and it does it with physics. The 1, the smoke particles. Let's kill him. He gets hooked and into the outside wall. And yellow is out. All right. Back once again. So again, cars under yellow here tonight for the 3rd time here. So for the 3rd time, the 1 got turned, triggered this thing. So right now, 14 of 96 complete here tonight. We're looking at a restart in a moment. So the field looking at going green here in just one moment. field ready to go back to green here tonight. Chris out front, ready to bring them down here this evening. Ready to go, 15 and 96 complete. Chris Carroll leading the charge. Dalton there alongside. Dees, Austin, Mitchell, John. Ready to go. Here we go, coming to green this time by Carroll will lead. With Brian Dees with Dalton right there alongside. $15 and 96 complete here tonight. Coming down, we'll go to green this time by. Coming to green this time by Dalton there, continuing to lead Chris Carroll. Dalton alongside Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Let's go. Carroll will lead them down. Chris, nice job. Chris Carroll leading them down. Austin, John alongside. Taylor, Mark in line as well. But it's Carroll out front pulling away. Nice job down the back here. They'll spread out at the moment. Nice work. Working their way through. John, Justin, Mark, 16 on the board. Chris continuing to lead. Mark Arthur right there in line as well. Good job by Mark Arthur hanging on. But it's Chris Carroll leading John Perkins. Carroll continuing to lead. Carroll fighting down the back straightaway. Brian Dees, John, Justin Levine, Taylor Butcher, Benjamin, Mike Mitchell Snare. Now it's going to be Chris continuing to lead. 18 on the board. 18 on the board here tonight. Front of this field trying to hang on. Trying to do what they can. This time by Austin Edstrom there behind O'Brien. John in line down the back straightaway. They'll get as much as they can get here. Power down. Try to get the pull into the corner if you can. And that is what they're attempting to do here. Just try to get that run into the corner. Try to get that big pull to the end of the straightaway. That is the hard part here tonight. Get that huge pull. Chris gonna lead them down. Chris doing everything he can. Carroll continuing to lead. Carroll doing a great job here. Continuing to pull away. What is going on? Caution on the racetrack. All right, folks, I'm going to try one thing here. All right, let's see. We can get this done. 20 on the board and 96 here down pit road. Now, he's still acting up, and I don't know why. Jesus Christ, are you kidding me? Why? Why? why tonight. We'll be right back. All right. We're going to try to keep going. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing what it's doing, guys, and I do not like this at all, but I'm going to try to keep this stream going if I even can at this point. Daniel up front. So Dangle continuing to lead here. So Dangle leading the way. Ready to go tonight. So field coming through. It'll be ready to go back to green. Here we go. Coming to green once again. Ready to rock and roll. Coming to green this time by. So nice work, everybody. Back up to speed here once again. We'll get back up to speed one more time here this evening. See, working our way through. Nice job. So right now, everybody hanging on, single file down the back straight away. I can't, and I can't do anything to fix it. Guys, I am so sorry. I have no clue what is actually going on here. Single file to the bottom. And again, right now, 24 on the board here. Up front, lead change. Kilroy going to take it back over. Nice job. So again, everybody hanging tight the best they can. So right now, everybody hanging on as we work through this glitch that's going on and working their way by. Let me kill the overlay, see if that helps any damn thing. So right now, everybody working their way through. Nice job. Right on by. So right now, 2x2, fighting as hard as they can here. There's the 5 of Levine. Nice job down the back straightaway. So this field continuing to hang on right now. Down into the corner. Nice job. Field fighting their way through here early on. Taking a look, Bell back here. So Bell doing a well of a job right now. Single file. Dalton. Austin. Brian and Justin Levine up there 2x2. Nice job at the moment, hanging tight. Daniel Rupke. Daniel, well the race for Daniel right now. All right. Everybody hanging on, doing exactly what they need to do right now here tonight to make this work. So at the moment, everybody holding serve here tonight. Single file down the back. Here we go with the big runs yet again for the field. Nice job. So right now, everybody gonna get back into a rhythm, try to figure out what they need to do here tonight. Keeping this thing rolling right now, and again, still very early on in this one. Field holding serve, doing a pretty good job, I gotta say, for Indy purposes, keeping this ARCA car rolling. And right now, everybody's single file. Dalton continuing to dominate up front right now, just pulling away from the field. Justin Levine right there in line. Here comes a D's as well. So D's right there in line with them. Dustin Pink. All right. Dalton continuing to lead right now. Dalton doing a great job. Austin Edstrom there behind him. So right now, so far, so good for the field. Dustin Ping back there. Daniel, Dale, Chris, Larry. Here comes a couple more back here also. Nicholas, Brian, Jay, Joey, Messengale back here in 21st. Down the back straightaway, the field will hold right now. Single file. Austin continuing to run P2. Justin Levine there as well, hanging tight. So Levine having a good run here. So Justin Levine doing everything he can do. Nice work for the field. Man, what a run these guys are having right now. Hanging on, just kind of rolling through this one. Again, right now, everybody 2 by 2. That's going to get tight up off the corner. Very tight. Nice job down the back. Everybody 2 by 2 up front. That's Austin. That's Dalton. Brian Lee's Dalton. Down the back straight away. Everyone holding on. So again, great work for the field for the moment. 2 by 2 in the 2. Up front, 3 wide. Here we go. 3 wide right now, up front, hanging on. At the moment, it's going to be Dalton getting the shove out ahead. What can you do if you're Dalton hanging on up top? Down the back straightaway they go. Yet again, big shove. Nice. Or front straightaway there, big shove once again. Man, I'm impressed with what we're seeing here tonight through this field right now. Man, this field's absolutely killing it right now. Down the back straightaway yet again. Great work here for this field. Continuing to roll 2 by 2 behind them. At the moment, everybody hanging on. 34 of 96 laps complete. Nice job, everybody, right now down the back straightaway. Here, 2 by 2 for the moment. Carroll, there's Cher, there's Willer right there as well down through here. Brad Lawson, Daniel Rupke right there. Hanging on, doing what they can do. Dalton continuing to lead, Justin Levine behind him. Nice job right now. Chris Carroll, Mark Arthur, hanging on to 8, Mitchell John. At the moment, nice work here for the field. So far, right around the bottom we go. Nice big run. Look at them, 2 and 3 wide up in front of them. Right now, big blocks coming out of Justin Levine into the corner. And again, Justin continuing to lead. Nice work. Dalton there in line. Justin Levine, big block. So big block out of Levine. 2 by 2 behind them. Take a look at this car putting on a heck of a show here tonight. Big run, big little bit of contact there. Austin hanging on, 3 wide. Down the front straightaway yet again. Nice work. Nice work right now. Down the back. So at the moment, everybody hanging on. Let's do a little bit of cranking up here. Down the back straightaway as they're 2 and 3. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of cranking up here as we continue to roll. You saw Mark Arthur make contact and nearly go around as we were on board. Justin Levine pulling away from the field right now. Everybody else behind him, nice and tight. Taking a look there at Austin. All right, Austin hanging on that right now. 40 laps on the board here tonight, almost halfway through this one. You see the 31 right there of Edstrom hanging tight. All right, nice job. Single file to the bottom. It's going to be Justin Levine continuing to lead with Dalton, Dustin, Mark, Snare, Austin, Taylor, Butcher, Benjamin behind them also. So again, single file and yellow back out on the racetrack. count. I think it was Joey possibly with a problem. Let's take a look and see if we can figure out. There, Joey had an issue earlier. So yellow out at 40 here tonight. All right, guys, I'm going to take a moment and take a commercial break, gather my thoughts, and we'll be right back. All right. All right, back here as cars will exit pit road. Here tonight, Justin Levine continuing to lead. 43 on the board here this evening, a 96 scheduled for the ARCA Series. So working their way by. So again, 43 and 96 complete here tonight. We'll get ready to go back to green. So this field going to be ready to rock and roll. So field ready to go here tonight. Let's see what we can do. So as we come to 43, Justin Levine, your points leader, leads here tonight. He'll come to pit road. Dalton there in the mix also. Chris Carroll going to come through. He'll stay out this time. And I'll mix up the top of the field just a little bit. So again, coming to green, double file. Let's see what we got here as they get ready to rock and roll. Dalton alongside, take a look, Jay. You got more off of pit road, Justin Levine with what will be The freshest tires of the bunch. So there we go. 44 of 96 complete here tonight. Ready to come back to green. Nice job. Field coming to green this time by 2 by 2. Dustin Ping right there in line as well. So it's Dustin Ping lined up with them. Ready to go. Ping, Arthur, Butcher, Benjamin, Snare, all in the top 5. So coming to green this time by. Let's go. Coming to green. Let's roll this time down through. Back up to speed here. Coming to green. Let's go. Back underway. Dalton continuing to lead Chris Carroll. Mark Arthur hanging tight up front. It's going to be Dalton pulling away. He'll get to the bottom here. Nice work. Down the back straightaway, back single file. Nice job, everybody, right to the bottom. Larry Bale back there with Justin Levine, couple of more. Dalton continuing to lead over Chris Carroll off of turn 4. Big run down the front straightaway. Dalton trying to pull away. Mark Arthur there also. Good for Mark Arthur trying to get a run around Taylor Butcher Benjamin, who is right there with us as well as Mr. Mitchell. Perkins, Hayden, Brian, Dalton continuing to lead. Arthur. Right in line. Arthur over the rumble strip yet again. Here we go. Taking a look right now. John and Brian Dees back there behind them. Right now, hanging on. So again, top 2 or 3 corners going to step away with John Perkins. Taylor Butcher Benjamin. The Butcher right there with them. Perkins. Nice job hanging on again. Dalton trying to run the draft down the front straightaway. Trying to run away and hot. Can't do it. Man, what a run by Butcher and these guys back in the pack. Trying to move forward a little bit here. You see them 2 by 2. There's the 39 up top. So again, that draft will help them down the straightaway. Nice job down at the front here tonight. So right now, Dalton continuing to lead over Ping, who is second. Nose to tail. Behind MF Racing Designs 41. Remember, points leader Levine back in traffic right now. There is Justin Levine. We'll get an eye on him here in a moment. He is mid-pack in the Taco Bell car. He needs to pick up a little bit more. So Levine needs to do something here, and fast. Nice work down through 3, where this field resides. Take a look right now. Everybody trying to sort themselves out down the front straightaway. You see that battle on going with Brian D's, Snare, and a couple of more. Nice job right now. Snare, D's, a couple of more back here. The 28, the 5. Holding serve. $50 on the board right now in round number 6 here tonight. Nice job. 3 wide behind them. Nice work. 3 wide right now. Back to 2 wide. Two by two just in front of them. Taking a look, Brian Dees. There comes Justin Levine along with Hayden. Side by side right now. So 2 by 2. Down the front straightaway, hanging tight. And we got problems. Caution on the racetrack. Let's take a look at what happened behind them here. Down into the corner, here we go. They're going to be 3 wide. They're just going to come together, and there we go. Car is going to get together, and the Love's machine going to go around. And then clips the 72 on his way by. And it brings this caution back out here. $53 on the board. Dalton leads. Down the back straight away. So let's see. So again, the lights around the racetrack will come on. So again, Dalton, Chris in line. Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Down pit road. So everybody will take 4 tires and fuel. Gas these things up to the end. Brian out front. Chris there as well. So Snare leading. So Mark Arthur, Dustin Ping, Justin Levine. So lights will go off on the pace car. Yet again, Mark Arthur, Dustin Ping, Justin Levine. The lights are off. Dalton. Lights are off once again. So oh nope, they're going to leave them on for just one more minute. 55 on the board. Arthur, Justin there. Lights are off. So lights are off again. 55 and 96. So we're coming to green this time. So again, 2x2, Mark Arthur will be on the pole here for this restart. Justin Levine to his outside, or excuse me, behind him to his outside, Dustin Ping. Justin Levine, your points leader, going to roll from third. Brian Dees and Dalton right there also ready to go. Down the front straightaway. So again, these top 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 cars going to be on point here tonight. Mark Arthur. Two by two. So ready to go. Mark leads. Dustin Ping. So coming to green. Lights off. Let's go. Mark leads. Ready to go to green here. Let's hop on board with Dustin Ping for the restart. You can see how hard it is to match the leader here. Rolling through. Here we go. Green flag incoming. Taking a look here, you can see just how staggered you get there trying to figure it out. Ready to go. Green flag in the air once again. They'll all sort themselves back out here. 57 on the board. There is the 6. Chris trying to hang on to 99. So down the back straightaway they go. Dustin Ping hanging on 2 by 2. Side by side. Mark Arthur continuing to pull away right now. There comes Justin Levine. So right now, everybody trying to figure out what they need to do after 58 laps here tonight. Arthur over Levine right now, and then Dustin and Brian, Chris there also. Three wide behind them. They'll work themselves back out. Chris Carroll. Mark Arthur. So now 2 by 2 down the front straightaway. Nice job off into the corner. Oh boy. Take a look how tight they got. Mark continuing to lead. Trouble back straightaway, one around. And that is going to be Trevor. Problems here. Let's take a look. We're still green, but trouble down the back. Take a look. The 39 gets turned around and then right down into Trevor. Hard into the inside wall. And the caution now does wave with that problem that we have behind them. Mark continuing to lead. So it's Mark Arthur able to hold on to that in that short run with Justin Levine breathing down his neck. And then, of course, Brian D's there as well. So, again, we'll slow down. Let's see who we can talk to. We'll talk to Dalton here in just a minute. We'll give him an opportunity to hit pit road. So, and it doesn't look like Dalton going to hit pit road, so that'll give us the opportunity to speak with him out of MFRD.
User was moved to
Hey,
your channel.
Dalton, Matt in the booth, you got a copy on me, sir.
Yeah, I got you.
All right now you're in the top four at the moment. How does it feel? I know it's got to be weird. The Indy car ass runs you're getting down the straightaway.
Yeah, it's definitely different. I mean, most of the time here at Indy, the draft still does play at least some sort of factor, but it's just amplified with this car. Um, Racing's very tight. I'm sure you've seen up there,
Yeah,
but if somebody's hanging on your right rear or on your left rear, it's gonna be
miserable.
very difficult to pass them unless you have somebody come up behind you and give you a little boop. But yeah, I'm trying to make it work best I can. Hopefully, I can get a little bit more track position. Maybe get up in front of Mark and Levine, and see if I can't lead the snake around here.
Well, unfortunately, earlier in practice, when I was able to practice, of course, I was a ghost car, so I didn't get to feel the draft as much. But I did notice by myself I was lifting big into turn two or in turn one, turn three. I'm assuming the draft you're having to lift a lot harder.
Oh yeah. You're definitely having to lift. Probably I'd say a good 3-4 car lengths earlier, and maybe even drive the brake a little bit harder, depending on how worn your tires are.
Alrighty, man. Well, good luck to you. Maybe you can pick up a little bit more here tonight, buddy.
Yeah, let's hope.
All right, there we go. We'll move him back down to his teammates,
User was moved out of your channel.
and there we have it. So again, and what's weird about it, he does have teammates around him, and Brian Dees right there in that 17. That will help a little bit. Mark, really no teammates around him right now. Does that affect the restart here? As we get more into this ARCA car and how this thing actually drops. So double file once again. So again, Justin Levine will lead the field to green. So double file. So again, double file, let's go. Coming to green. Mark Arthur continuing to lead. So double file, let's go. Mark Arthur, Justin Levine, let's go. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Good restart out front. Ready to roll. Everybody going to roll through. Mark Arthur continuing to lead. Justin Levine with him. Now they're going to cross over. Mark continuing to lead. Big runs. So again, working their way through IndyCar-esque with how big the runs are. Mark Arthur out front. Here with Levine, big run coming behind him. Single file right to the bottom. Larry, 3 wide. Right now. Mark and Justin 2x2, or Justin and Dalton 2x2. Oh, Levine, oh my gosh. Levine able to squeeze under Arthur. That was tight. Two by two out front, big contact. Here we go. Oh, one in the wall there. Too hard of a racing there. They'll scramble through. Nice job. Arthur continuing to dominate. Jay, Dustin. Down the front straightaway, Mark Arthur continuing to lead. Right now, you see this front group able to break away from everyone else. Big lift into the corner. Mark continuing to lead. Single file. 2 by 2 behind them. Mark. 2 by 2. Austin and Brian. Arthur hanging on. Trouble, one around, it's Chris Cornell. Larry Bell has a problem as well. Take a look here at the problem for Larry, and then we'll take a look at the problem for Chris. Down into 1. Oh! Just heavy duty contact amongst the two. Now that is going to leave the field still green. Those two cannot catch a break here, unfortunately. Down the front straightaway once again. Everybody going to scramble. Taylor, Brian, Mark. Arthur continuing to lead with Justin Levine. So again, working their way down the front straightaway. Mark Arthur continuing to lead at the moment. So Arthur has company, and that is Justin Levine, and we know how good this style of racing. Justin's good at this, able to carry the runs. We'll see if he's able to carry the run here. Right to the back bumper. Not enough right now. Nice job, 70 on the board. Single file out front. So back single file, Mark Arthur continuing to lead. Justin Levine continuing to run second. Again, Mark Arthur continuing to dominate. And again, 71 this time by. So 71 complete. Zimmerman there as well. Dustin Ping right there in the mix. 2 by 2. So it's Arthur continuing to hold the field at bay. Dustin Ping behind him. Mark continuing to dominate. Up front, Justin Levine, Mark Arthur, Brian Zimmerman giving it all they got with 25 to go here tonight. Down into the corner. Mark continuing to lead. So Mark continuing to lead this snake around here right now. Nice job. Justin in line. Justin holding serve. Right to the back bumper of Mark. So Mark and the Barbie machine take a look behind them. Dustin Ping trying to get that big old run. Trying to work something up. What about Brian Dees? What about Butcher Benjamin back here inside the top 10 as well? Big slide up front. Oh, nice move by Zim. Nice job. Mark Arthur behind him. Zimmerman. Holding serve. Big bump right there. Wow. What a shot. Nice job, Zim, continuing to fight. Arthur trying to run. He's going to need help here from Hayden. Wheeler if he's going to get back to it. Just 22 to go here. Nice job. 22-21 to go. Here we go. Pit stops for the final time for Levine. Somebody popped the motor. And I think it was Austin. I saw a puff of white smoke. I think that may have been Austin popping it. And that is hopefully not Justin Levine. I thought it was Austin there for a moment. I thought I heard somebody pop a motor on the entry. Mark, great job. Take a look, though. He's going to get a run. Zim going to get underneath of him. Clear by Zimmerman. Crossover attempt by Mark now. 2 by 2 up front. Zim, Brian D's there as well. There we go. Pit road. Zimmerman. He'll have to get it wound up. He does a good job of just that, getting it wound up here. Take a look here up front, 2 by 2. Holden now trying to work the bottom. Great racing at Indy. Oh, no. Oh. And the 6 gets the losing end. Let's take one more look at it. The 6 with the losing end here. Oh, they just get together right there, and that turns him up the hill. And worse yet, no yellow. Dustin hanging on. Mark continuing to lead. Dustin being behind him. $18 to go. To go. Arthur. Pulling away here. Dustin being on board. Arthur. Mark. Everybody back single file. Mark Arthur continuing the lead. Dustin. Brad down pit road. So Mark Arthur continuing to lead over Jay right now. So again, we got to look at these pit stop windows here coming up in these final moments. Taking a look right there at how long they've been at it here in a few laps. Arthur and Jay should be coming to pit road here. Down pit road. Pit road here for everyone. Mark Arthur, 4 tires of fuel. He'll have to pack up, I believe, a little bit. Jay down pit road right now. And off pit road goes Jay. Jay gonna beat Mark off of pit road. Brian Zimmerman gonna assume the race lead here. We'll see how this works out here. Butcher Benjamin, Justin Levine. $15 to go. Brian. So again, working our way through 13 to go. Taylor. Justin. Right there in the white. Three cars. You see if Justin can get help here. Taylor there, they'll have to run down Brian, and when they get there, they should have a massive run. Butcher trying to get there, trying to get all the help he can. Oh, 1 in the wall, 2 in the wall. Levine was a part of that, getting in the fence. Big shove coming. $13 to go. Brian. So again, right now with 12 laps to go, the Butcher right with him. Taking a look, Zim continuing to lead. So 11 to go. Look at Benjamin chopping down the gap. Zim continuing to lead. So Zimmerman trying to guard against the cars coming. Zimmerman and Butcher, your top two. Zimmerman continuing to lead. Butcher, Benjamin. Rolling to the back bumper here. Justin Levine. Edstrom there as well. Nice move. Now all of them grouped back together with 10 to go. This is shaking out to be a heck of a show. Taylor. There's the 5 of the Levine. Underneath, take a look. Butcher trying to hold him at bay. Can't do it. Too much of a run. Here we go. Levine working the bottom right now with Austin. Zim, nice job. Zim all over him. Zim. Man, Zim really putting the pressure here. Trying to hold it. Levine right there to the back bumper. Zimmerman's got to feel like he's in a pressure cooker tonight. Trying to hold Levine at bay. Now, Austin. Right to the bumper. Now to the 8 laps to go. Levine gonna squeeze through Zim there. Zim gonna lose the nose. Justin Levine continuing to lead. Justin Levine over Austin now. Zim to third. It's a 4-car freight train out front for the race lead. Three cars behind him. 6 to go. This time by for the field. Down the back straightaway we go. Nice work by Justin Levine. Levine continuing to lead. Six to go. 6 laps to go. Crossover. Good job, Austin. It's right there at the end of the straightaway where he makes it work. Now, nice work. Nice job, Austin and Justin. Nice job. Big run up top. Here we go. Austin. Oh, Justin Levine leading. Nice job. So again, hanging on. Levine back out in front of this party. Four to go. 4 laps to go. Here tonight, Levine over Austin. Brian right there in the mix. Down the back straightaway, 4-car breakaway. Taking a look what Justin Levine is doing. On board, looking to run. Austin got great job. Austin crossover. Again, Edstrom, nice job, set Levine up perfectly. Now behind them, Brian Zimmerman. Can anybody hold on? Now, Austin's going to have to watch his mirrors at the end of these straightaways. Levine has been great at stepping out of line at the right time. Big cross coming. Here we go. Levine outside, inside. Edstrom blocked it for a moment. Oh, contact off of turn 1. Who is it going to be? Zim. Oh boy, crossover back by Levine. A little loose for the both of them. Big block. Halfway to turn 3. If we get to the white, we will have a finish here tonight. Levine going to send it in 2-car lengths deep. He'll get back clear. Now he's going to have to watch what he needs to do here. Don't sleep on Brian Zimmerman and the Butcher behind him. 4 cars under a blanket out of turn 4. 1 lap to go in Indy. 1 lap to go here in Indianapolis. Taking a look at Levine. There we go. The move from Austin. 2x2 out of 1. It's going to hurt both their momentum. Take a look behind them. Where does Zimmerman go? Out of turn 2, Levine going to try to hang on the right rear and does. Down the back straightaway, headed for 3. There goes Zim to the bottom. Brian, big block. That upset the apple cart there into 3. 1 corner, 2 corners remaining. The battle for second going to give Levine an option to get away. into turn 4. Justin Levine going to lead. Battle for second out of turn 4. Down the front straightaway, 2 by 2. Austin Levine. Levine's going to win it. Austin going to try to hang on for second. No, and he does. Wow. What a race in Indy. Justin Levine Holy cow. What a battle up front. Levine does it here tonight. Levine, nice job. What a battle for the Taco Bell machine. Holy cow. 4-car breakaway out front. Let's talk to Austin.
User was moved to
Austin,
your
man,
channel.
P2 here tonight. But what a battle between you, Levine, and Brian.
Yeah, man, no kidding. That was a that was a very, very fun finish. I'm sweating like crazy. I haven't worked that hard in a long time for one of these races. It sucks to come up just short, but man, I mean, we had a slugfest. I mean, there was some contact. There was, obviously we were just swapping the lead back and forth. I mean, switching to the ARCA car looks to be a good move so far because this has put on some good shows for the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that draft. Let's talk about that for a second.
Oh my goodness.
Holy moly. I don't know how realistic it is, okay? But it puts on some damn good racing.
Well, in Discord, I was talking to Justin, my teammate, and I was telling him that this reminds me a lot of the Xfinity package that they've been bringing to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway at the Oval before they changed it into a road course where they got like the air ducts and they got the shark fins on the spoiler, so there's so much drag. It feels like it races like that a little bit. So I would say that it feels like the Xfinity car would in real life, maybe more than what the ARCA would, but nonetheless, it was a lot of fun. And like you said, the draft was crazy. Levine was 0.3 of a second ahead of me coming on the front straightaway one of those laps, and I passed him into turn 1 with no push. Like, that's just how big the draft was.
Well, man, it worked out. Anybody you want to give a shout out to, buddy?
Oh, just all the guys on one sim. So me and Justin in the league right here. We got a couple other buddies that watch the stream back as well. So big thanks to all those guys for watching, and big thanks to Justin. We had a lot of fun in here, and thanks to you for putting on the broadcast, man. I enjoy going back and watching them, and all the admins in the league for putting it on because they made a tough call with the car change. And I won the last race with the Gen 4, but honestly, I think it was a good change even with that. I think that they made a tough call and made the right one. So credit to those guys.
There you go, man. Congrats, Austin.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's talk to the
User was
winner.
moved out of your channel. User
All
was
right, Justin Levine, you get a copy. Hey, Justin, man, you got me, buddy?
Yes, I do.
Holy cow, I'm about out of breath, but what a race.
Oh my god, so my heart is pounding right now. I've had so much fun those last 10 laps. It was awesome.
Trading it back and forth there, I can't remember what lap it was. You were trying to get back to the right rear of one of them to slow them back down. They ended up getting to battling. That gave you an opportunity to kind of skedaddle and get enough of a gap to pull it off.
Yeah, man, nothing like battling a teammate for the win there. Brian was about to take his 3, and I'm yelling in Discord that if he takes his 3, we're both losing this race. And Austin made the move. Brian got there, and the second he pulled him back on the left rear, I was gone.
Well, man, I had a thrill of a time calling the end of that one, buddy.
That's how it should be. It should always be like this.
Oh, I was just talking there in the interview before to Austin there about this setup and about this car. This car is absolutely wild.
Yeah, it's a bit tough to learn at first. I really don't like racing with cars that are super tight. I hate when you have to drive off the right front. But give it a few laps, you figure it out. Once you figure out how not to burn that right front, it's on. It took me, I think, to about the second stage to figure it out. I didn't qualify well. I wasn't driving into too hard in qualifying, and then I just took my time easing through the pack. And then I just found my rhythm, and I stuck with it and was able to get the win here.
Yeah, man, that was absolutely insanity. Congratulations, bud.
Thank you.
All right, anybody want to give a shout out to, buddy?
Of course, a shout out to you. Can't wait to go back and watch the broadcast. Mark and all the admins that make this possible for us. Such a good league, nice, fun, respectable league here. And of course, all the viewers.
There you go, man. Well, congratulations, Justin.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, and I don't see. I'm trying to find Brian here, but Brian.
He's 1 under. He's in the.
There he is. I found him. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
All right, Zim, you got me? I don't think he has a mic on it yet, so we'll give Zim a minute. We'll give old Zimmerman a minute to figure out if his mic's working. Man, what a race. While we wait on him. Holy cow, I'm about out of breath. We're going to give Zimmerman a minute. Let's go to Jay, finishing 4th tonight. Hey, Jay, Matt in the booth got a copy.
Yeah, I got you, dude.
All righty, man. We're just kind of waiting on Zim to get his mic fixed here. But top 4 for you inside the top 5. Can't be too disappointed.
Man, I was happy with that. I come in, my first lap was qualifying. It took me a while to get the track figured out. And I was just ready to run wherever. And once I got some track position, I thought, man, I might be able to get something out of this.
Well, man, that was absolutely insane. For me, it was a unique race with the way those cars handled out there tonight and the way it kind of set y'all up.
It was. I feel like the car handled really good. It's got a ton of grip, and easy in, hard off is what usually is good here. And I was underdriving the car for the first half of the race, but man, you could race side by side. You could do a lot of things. It was really fun in the car tonight. It really was.
10-4. Well, congratulations, Jason, and congratulations on top 5 here tonight, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you, and the admins and everybody else, and my dude Jesus on the car. You all do an awesome job keeping this thing going.
Yes, sir, man. Congrats, buddy.
Thank you, dude.
All right, let's see. Zim's still waiting. Oh, for the movie. All right, we're still waiting on Zim to see if he can fix his mic here. And while we do that, we'll grab Butcher. Hey, Butcher Benjamin, you got a copy? I don't think we got a Benjamin.
User left your
Nope.
channel.
Hey, Benjamin, you got a copy of it, buddy? I don't think Benjamin is here.
User was moved out of your channel.
Who else we got? Trying to buy some time here for Brian.
User was
Hey,
moved
Brian,
to
if
your
you,
channel.
I can see you, but I don't see no mic on, man. If you can hear me, maybe. I don't know if something's going on with your mic, buddy. Oh, he wrote me. Oh, that's all good, dude. Just congratulations on your top 3 finish there, man. Zim said in chat he couldn't figure out his mic issue. But congrats on the top 3 here tonight, buddy. No problem, buddy. Take her easy.
User disconnected from your channel.
All right, let's who else can we grab here? Who is in the top 10? I haven't talked to John tonight.
User
Hey,
was
John,
moved to
Matt in the
your
booth, you
channel.
got a copy?
I'm here.
All righty, man. Well, you're going to come home to the top 10 here tonight, man.
Yeah, I got lucky. I guess that's just a reward of sticking around and hanging with it.
Sticking around and getting her done, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, what'd you think of the way the car handled here tonight, buddy?
I thought, I mean, it's a little tight and everything, but I love the car. I'm glad we went to it. I don't have any issues with it. People just need to be a little bit more patient with it.
There we go. Well, man, congratulations on the top 10. I figured I'd pull you in here really quick, buddy.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
All right. And there you go. That's going to be John coming home inside the top 10.
User was moved
Let's,
out of your channel.
Let's see if we can. Who else can we grab here tonight? Let's go with Lawson coming home 6th.
User was moved
Hey,
to your
Brad,
channel.
Matt in the booth, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All righty, man. You're going to finish P6 here tonight. Up 4 spots from where you started. Run me through your night here.
Well, we had a kind of up and down night, to be honest. It was started good, and then as far as that goes, I kind of got tangled up a little bit earlier on in the race. Was able to fight back a little bit. I think the round of pit stops kind of played into my favor. I don't know what happened to those guys. A few guys that were in front of me right before we pitted, and then I don't know. I just kind of got shuffled into 6. I kind of lucked into that, to be honest. I definitely didn't have the car for it, but the guys at Team 5, we kind of tried to work together as much as we could, but it was all in all a great day. Better than what I expected it was going to be, so can't complain at all there.
There you go. There you go, man. Well, congratulations on a good top 10 here tonight. Good points tonight, buddy.
Yes, thank you. Thank you guys in the booth and everything you guys do for the league. And just want to thank all the guys at Team 5, Joey, Jay, Trevor, Willie. Just a lot of fun out there tonight, man. Thank you guys for the interview.
There you go, man. Take her easy.
Yeah.
All right.
User was
All
moved
right.
out of your
Let's see.
channel.
Pretty much gotten everybody here. Butcher, I tried to grab him. He's not there. Joey coming home 21st here tonight. We'll grab Joey right on.
User
Hey,
was
Joey,
moved
you
to
happen to
your
be
channel.
there?
Yeah.
All righty, man. Well, unfortunately, P21 tonight. Not the night you were looking for, bud.
No, I'm still getting used to these ARCA cars, so I just hang out back there and do the best I can, and appreciate my teammates for helping me along the way.
Well, man, just keep plugging away at it, man. That's all you can do.
That's all we can do. We'll keep plugging away. Maybe one of these days we'll be competing for something.
There you go, man. Well, congrats, bud, on trying to move it up a little bit. And, hey, it's almost top 20. You'll get there. I know this car is brand new. It's not an easy car to drive.
Oh yeah. I'm primarily on the dirt side, so this asphalt stuff's a little new to me, but I'll get there.
All righty, man. Well, congrats, man. Take her easy, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. Well, there we have it, folks. Another night in the books. Thank you guys for coming out. And we'll see you next week for